Okay, look, I have been searching the internet trying to figure out where exactly can I find some installation instructions for the KBD polyurethane Eleanor style, side skirts. And there's nothing. Nobody knows anything about it. And it's 2022 now. We're about to be in May. It's April 30th, 2022. I'm having to figure this out myself, and because there's nothing out there on this, I want to go ahead and try to make a video about how I'm doing it for the people who want to try it. So to start, you're going to want to take off your old rocker panels, side skirts, whatever you want to call them, and you're going to want to clean off this top section right here. I just took, since you're not going to be able to see it, this car needs a new paint job anyways, I took some window cleaner, some Windex, something like that, and just sprayed it because Windex will dry it out pretty fast. But take some Windex, spray it all the way down it, or some glass cleaner, and then I took a wire brush and actually kind of just scrubbed at it just so I could get all the tough dirt spots off. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. If you've got like a better idea to clean it, just the whole reason of cleaning this is you're going to be using some 3M tape. And so what I did was I cleaned off the one part that the 3M tape is going to be sitting at. You're going to clean that off and go ahead and take I took like a Ziz wheel, and I cleaned off the area right here, or I took the Ziz wheel and kind of just went down it, kind of giving a little bit of a tough surface for the tape to stick onto. You want some double-sided 3M tape. I went and took little pieces. I did a lot less on the other side, but I felt like it needed a little bit more for a little bit more strength. So put tape all the way down on the slip here, and then for right here, I put me a nice bit of tape right there because that's going to be sitting right there on the car. I'll have to clean that off too. But anyways, to get for the bottom side, this is the top side with 3M tape, or that's going to have the 3M tape. The bottom side, you're going to see when you take your old rocker panels, there were the Christmas tree pins, push pins, were used to hold it in at the bottom, and so you'll have these holes here all the way down it. Now for the polyurethane side skirts, you're going to want to skip this hole because there's not going to be a spot for that on the new side skirts. This is where the exhaust, the pod is going to be. You're going to want to start with the second hole, and right here you're going to want to get a good feel. I lined my side skirts up and tried to figure out where that hole was the best I could, and went ahead and drilled it. That side skirt's already got it drilled in there, and so you're going to want to start with this. And what I do is I would take your measurements from this hole right here on there, and go to the next hole, measure what the distance is on that, and write down your measurements as you measure out the distances between each hole. See, there's another one, then there's another one. Ignore the big holes, that are not what you're going to use. You're going to want to take a drill with let's see, what size was it? You're going to want, let's see if I can get the camera to focus, a 5/16 drill bit. Oh, if the camera would focus on it. 5/16 drill bit into your drill, and once you have your measurements, you'll want to come to this right here. This is what's going to be on the bottom side. It's going to lay flush to where those push pins are going to go, and you're going to then take your tape measure and start making your marks on where you're going to drill your holes. I just try to keep it as center as possible to this lip here. Try to keep it in the middle, because I don't really have an exact way to be exact. I'm not going to be super on top of that. I just want it to get this bottom piece to hold in there, and we can go from there. I completely forgot to video while I was putting this on, but what you're gonna do is once you have your holes drilled, get you some push pins. You can do Christmas tree push pins like they had in before, or you can use, I used regular, probably about an inch long push pins. And I had to take a couple of extra tries on the drilling due to I had missed the holes by ½ an inch. So I've got like 3 holes. Well, my light doesn't want to turn on, but yeah, I've got about 3 holes in there. This one was only 2. I was able to line them up. Once you do that, you peel back. Once you get all the push pins lined up and popped in, I'd suggest doing the push pins first because the side skirts can flex. They got a lot of flexibility to them, especially if you've got the polyurethane ones. After you get those popped in and lined up and have that all installed correctly, where that's flush with the front, as you can see, this one wasn't super flush. I'll probably take me a screw to this back one and flush it up a little bit and just have it come at an angle to hit the back side of this, since they don't really have a spot for that. But once you get that all flush on the bottom, then you want to start taking where you had your tape. Do not peel the tape off before putting the push pins in. Put the push pins in and then unpeel the tape and stick it to the side, and it should line up if you do it correctly, and good to go. And that will be what your finished product is. Tie up any loose ends that you have if you need to on the sides. Try to figure a way to put a screw in the sides if you need to. Those are out of the way, they're hidden, so they're not going to affect the overall look of it. But yeah, that's how I did mine. Like I said, there were not a lot of videos. There were no videos on this. Nobody even talked about it. Nobody has, you know, and it partially could be due to the fact that they were suing because of Eleanor style Mustangs. I know it's what a lot of people like, and it kind of sucked on their part that they were suing people for it, but this is just the side skirts. I don't think you're going to get sued for just the side skirts. So if you want to install the side skirts, there it is. It's how I did it. If you have a better way, please let me know. Leave it down in the comments below. And yeah, hope that y'all enjoyed and hope this helped a lot.